Okay, we're now on to turn 37 of heavy hitters, and yeah, still a bit miffed that we lost the Jackson, but we have nobbled the Hummel. Hopefully, the Greyhound here is going to keep putting shots into it until it's destroyed. At the moment, I think there's just like 2 crewmen left, and they've bailed. Hopefully, we can take them out. And yeah, the big news is we're going to be reorientating the Hellcat to get round on this flank and start putting some holes in the King Tiger. The Shermans don't really have much of a chance except at very close range and on the flanks. So it really is down to the Hellcat to kill that thing. Down here, Titan looks like he's still moving up into the sunken lane. And we've got eyes on this area as well, because I don't want him to, or I want to make sure that he's going this, you know, I can see him if he decides to go this way. And if that happens, we should be able to reorientate somewhat, because we've still got the Shermans. And yeah, not much else to say there really, so I'm just going to press go. And goes the Hellcat, slapping on the brakes and going into reverse. Yeah, that's another nice little hit on that one. And yeah, we might be getting some hits down there. Something's definitely machine gunning the top of the I think that was the 50 cal getting splattered. So yeah, I think that Panther can actually see that Sherman. That's... ugh, come on. That's kind of ridiculous. Wow. Let's check that out. So where is that Panther? There's that Panther. And it has moved forward ever so slightly.
They're bringing up the tanks!
Wow. Well, at least we got the commander. So that wasn't the 50 cal, that was the actual... that was the actual turret. But, come on. We can chalk that down to a total miscalculation, but... I'm just kind of looking at the angle that the gun's at. I'm not even sure if it can... okay, so it can clear. Sort of clear the actual mound there. I mean, be interesting to see at the end what Titan's actually got his Panthers set up as, because these have got to be like at least, you know, veteran or crack or something, because that is a kind of faintly ludicrous shot there. I mean, sure. I mean, I can barely see that. I mean, when you're looking at the round, it's probably coming out about 6 inches above the bleeding. Just try to see if I can get the round leaving the barrel. Okay, so it's at like 29. Just to see the tracer and see how far it is off the ground. I mean, come on! That's kind of... ridiculous. And then just blap straight through the turret without actually killing anybody. Right. Now people are dead, and it's totaled, but still. There's nothing more disgusting than a tank pulling off shots that you're not expecting it to pull off. But, now that we just have 2 tanks left, we're gonna have to start being super careful with them. Either the Hellcat has a hell of a lot of work to do here, or we're going to be getting into some very messy house clearance type stuff. But yeah, and the King Tiger is still rolling along as slowly as physically possible. The Panzer IV is moving up. And we're kind of back once again to why did I pick this stuff? Not why did I pick this stuff, but yeah. It's just one of those times where the plan you've come up with isn't quite working out. I feel like I've had a lot of bad luck here, but having a good plan involves a lot of, you know, taking into account the possibility of bad luck. For example, it would be really nice to have some TRP and some, like, 105 howitzers doing terrible things to this this sunken road light now, but okay, sure. But excuses. We just didn't anticipate that happening, and we got punished for it. That's what's going on there. And apart from that, there's not really much else going on, I don't think. So yeah. Oh, it's the Hellcat who's driving on. We'll just try and mortar that because I don't like it. Yeah, obviously the mortars aren't going to do an awful lot to the Panther itself, but now that that's been cleared out, I'm pretty sure that Titan's going to be pushing infantry up with his tank, so... Why did I pick stragglers, or these stragglers in this case, what don't have nice lovely things like, you know, bazookas, which could be quite handy here. Oh, actually, this MG is firing now, isn't it? I'm just about to see that. What's it shooting at? The tower. Not massively surprising. Definitely getting into man of the match territory, that little panther. I just kind of feel a little bit like the American experience. What I really want here is for all these clouds to go away. If we didn't have any clouds, I've had to have, like, you know, the entire Air Force here. But, you know, that's how this cookie is crumbling. And crumbling might be a good word here, but... we will see. Let's press go. Not a lot else for us to do here. I want to at least kill that King Tiger. Okay, now we're back with turn 37 of the attack for heavy hitters. Big thing this turn is these two, this Panther and this Tiger, are reversing like the Clappers because Titan has pushed a Jackson through here, and it's going to pop it up behind the church, and we'll see if he has any kind of magical luck shooting through trees that I can't usually seem to see through before, and you know, into the flank of these things before they can reverse. One of them's going to be popping smoke and things, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. There's also the Hellcat, which is around here somewhere still, probably, that we have to consider. But they should be safe once they get down into that dip. And given something I just had a thought about, given that that Jackson was sat here, which is an interesting place to put a Jackson, it's another one of those calls for why were you not doing, you know, pushing some scouts out in all directions, Hapless, you absolute potato. Because we could probably have easily spotted that or been engaged by it if we'd put some infantry scouts out, you know, say here. So yeah, you know, we got a little bit too tunnel vision down on the church, where we've been doing good, but the problem is we've kind of, by doing that, lost a lot of the control over other parts of the battlefield, and essentially left the flanks uncovered. So, you know, couple that with some poor estimations based on the last game we played of Titan's likely force pick. Yeah, this is also not now turning out the way we were expecting, but you know, you can't win them all. It's called Hapless for a reason. Okay, let's press the go button and see if we get away with this. We're also pushing the infantry up here because A, I want to see what's down there, and B, I want to make sure everything there is dead. Some more infantry pushing up from there. And yeah, it looks like those guys are falling back, and so are those. I mean, what we could probably start doing now, I think, is... Oh, that's a casualty there. And the sounds of it, that might be some kind of comical... yeah, the Jackson crew. One of the things, the rolling like memes in... Oh god, Leia, look at that stuff. He was in depth and now he's pushing up. That's cool. One of the combat mission memes is your crack, like in this case, for example, Jackson crew. You know, they're cracking, you know, because you want a good tank crew. They also tend to be extremely good when they're out of the tank, you know, so they'll just happily run around like Rambo with their little 45s. Yeah. Now these guys got out of the way. And that Panther is just, you know, aiming down that way just in case. And it's not reacting to anything. Okay, they got out of there fine. What did we get in the village? You can also see if that contact updates at all. And oh yeah, the spotting contact in the tower, so we might get some more. Might still be some survivors higher up. That sounds like a 50 to me. So yeah, the Hellcat actually might be down the back there. And oh, what is it? I don't know if that's spotting contact. For the sometimes the spotting contacts for the tanks and things jump back into different positions. You might have it here in defilade actually, just to shoot us in the flank as we're going up that way. Sometimes they just jump back to their original position. So, you know, magically goes back there. There is some smoke actually over there, so maybe, yeah, maybe he's trying to mask its movement. I don't know. But let's get back. Let's check what these guys got up to. We definitely took at least one casualty. But I did hear some 50 cal fire. So it looks like they've these guys, this little scout team, has started running away. See, this is another thing, if we had scouts out further, where we'd be able to... But where we'd be able to, you know, put some fire on these guys. You can see them, it's the guys in the church. Oh, maybe we should, I think I had that... Oh yeah, so we just spotted the other half of that team there, just running away. And I don't think that that's those guys shooting at them. That's like a machine gun. Yeah, that's the pistol rounds. Might be a grease gun. One of them with a grease gun. There you go. That's your crack tank crew meme. God, how many of them survived? Unless there's like a like an MG team here, but I don't think they've got an angle on them. Maybe a little bit. So yeah, we should have that Panther coming back up there in support in a bit. course, we get all this stuff moving up. That's another, yeah, the guy with the grenade launcher, or rifle grenade. You can see them. You can see them. Oh, actually, these guys actually got to the top of the tower, so. So what did he have in the tower, actually? He had a 50 cal, a Vickers, I think there was another 50 cal, wasn't it? Not sure. And a bazooka team. So, we'll get those guys set up, and then we can machine gun the snot out of them. And generally put some fire down in that direction. Get those guys upstairs where they can see out over that field. Probably don't need mortars over there anymore, but it'd be nice if we had them. Oh, I don't know, landing there, say. Yeah, those guys need to get back in the damn thing. Yeah, this could turn into a long burner. So we'll see